Susan from LSU. In this video, we're going to go over LinkedIn's long form posts. They're a great way to let people know what you're all about, your interests, your ideas, what you're an expert at, and they help you further establish your professional identity. The best part is they're tied to your LinkedIn profile, so be sure that your profile is updated 100%. And we have a video on that. I'll put the link to it at the end of this one. Now notice LinkedIn has a new home page. I was pleasantly surprised by this because before you just had one box and people were confused about the share and update, and a lot of people didn't even know that you could create a post because it was so tiny you had to hover over a pencil to see it. So you can still share an update, you can upload a photo, and as of February of 2014, they released that you could create these posts. They're an actual blog post on LinkedIn. So you can start it from your home page or you can start it from your profile page, and it will go to the same editor. Let's click on Publish a Post. And the first thing you want to do is add an image in. And what I'm going to do for demonstration purposes is use an existing blog post from our blog. Now, it's about a year old, so I want to make sure that it's updated. You can use existing blog posts to get further exposure on your post, as long as they're relevant to you and your business on LinkedIn. And then if you use an older one, just make sure that it's updated and current. Another thing is LinkedIn posts are indexed by Google, so you want to make sure you've done some keyword research as well. Let's go over and just add our image in first. This is our cover image, okay? And it's telling me, well, I did size it to 600 and 400, but it wants me to drag and reposition it fine. So there we go. It looks a little bit better. And you can always fiddle with that. Right here is where you're putting your headline, which can get picked up by Google. So make sure, as I said, you do some keyword research on that. I'm going to copy from here. Now, if you have it in a Word document or a WordPad or one of those, all you do is just copy and paste it in. So we're going to paste in our headline. And I'm going to paste in some text. I'm not going to do this whole blog post. I'm just showing you the editor, what you can do in this editor. And then we're going to go back and Control V will paste it in. Now, when blogging, you always want to have some H2 headings, H1 or H2 headings. I use H2 headings, so I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to say engage new customers. That brings out what's in this paragraph or two that I might have. And then you just highlight the text and click on H2. The next heading I would do would go down here, and I'll show you that in a moment. The editor is very simple, which is great. You have your cover image, and then I would normally put an image up here as well too. On all blog posts, you want to have an image at the beginning, whether you're doing it on LinkedIn or on your WordPress blog. Wherever you're blogging, you want to have some images, especially at the very beginning. And you have block quotes as well. Block quotes are used to quote someone or to bring out a topic a little bit more that you're writing about. We use them mostly for quoting. And then you can add a link. So if you want to add a direct link back to your website, remember, you're on LinkedIn, so you want to get people to go to your website. So if you're writing about products or services, you can link people right back to your site this way. I'm linking people on this one to Google Plus Brands because that's what I'm talking about. So I had already gone to Google Plus Brands. You would go to your website, highlight the link that you want the people to go to, the page you want them people to go to. And then just highlight the text and click on the link, paste the text in right here, and say add. And now when someone clicks on that, they'll go directly to the Google Plus brands page. Or if you had, if I highlighted this and I directed them to our Google Plus blog post, that would bring them to that. So I think you get the idea on linking if you've never done it before. And then you have a few other features in the editor that you can use. Add some images. Make sure if you add an image that you explain what the image is as well too. And then we're going to embed a video. So all you do is just go to your video. What I did is I had a video on here. I clicked on my YouTube. We always use YouTube for our videos. We actually create them in Camtasia and then use YouTube to upload them. And all you have to do is click on the share button, embed, and this is the code that LinkedIn wants you to take. So you copy that code and go over to your post, place your cursor where you want to embed the video, and then copy that link into the embed button, and there you go. Voila! Your video is right there. That's how easy it is to embed your video. If you don't capture all of that, if you don't copy all of that link that's on the YouTube or the link that you're putting into the video, it will let you know that. Believe me, I've made that mistake already. So now I want to put another header in here just to show you once again about putting the H1 and H2 tags in. And this one's going to be an H2 tag to be consistent. And this is not necessarily needed. This is just for demonstration purposes. So you highlight your text, click on H2, and you're all set to go. Now what happens is you no longer can preview this. You used to be able to preview your posts, but they don't allow that anymore. I'm not sure why, but once you publish your post, you can go back and edit it if you find there's a mistake. So if I clicked on this particular post right here and I edited it, then I would be able to just publish it again. After you publish a post, you can also go to your notifications, and you'll see that your connections will receive notification that Neil or Martin, but it would say you, has just published a new post. So they go to your connections notifications, and they also get picked up by LinkedIn Pulse sometimes. They'll be picked up once a week. I get a LinkedIn Pulse email, and I'll see that some of my connections have posted a post, have written a post, and I'll get notification of it. And what's great is that it brings you directly to that post. So I click on Neil's post, it will bring me right to his post as well. Now one last thing I wanted to mention is that if you go to your profile, people will see your posts. Now you can write a new post. I'm in editing mode right now. So as I mentioned before at the beginning, you can either start your post, you can write a post from your home page, or you can write a post from your LinkedIn profile page. And when someone goes and they view your profile, this is what they see. And if they click on see more, if you have like 12 or 20, they'll see all of your posts. And then if they click on a post, a particular post, they're able to share the posts with their connections on LinkedIn, or on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. And it's a good way to get more connections as well too, and get a lot more online exposure, especially when people start sharing them on these other sites as well too. So if you're a business, go ahead and start posting relevant posts about your products and services and/or services. And if you're a college graduate, you've just graduated from college, or if you're still in college, start posting about what it is you are good at.